Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, and Southwest Suffolk County on Long Island. And they serve the entire New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area. And this is the time to make sure you're ready in case we get our first snow and ice event down the road. Maybe not that far down the road. We have Mag Ice Pellets and Flakes, Pelledo, considered one of the best snow melt products out there, and other snow and ice melt products. And of course, if you need a new snowblower, they've got it too. 631-756-1125, the best prices anywhere. OmniTrueValue.com is the website. So we're just kind of progressing here day to day, dealing with a very cold weather pattern that has taken over in the eastern part of the United States that's saying through Sunday. I drew these arrows a few days ago, and you can see how the clouds are just still basically following the same flow. There's no real change. We have cold air coming down from east central Canada and moving across the Great Lakes. And by the way, it's doing it in a way that is going to produce a major lake effect snow event, which we're going to get to in a second. Meanwhile, to the south, we've got clouds that are streaming from southwest to northeast. From the Gulf states to off the southeast coast, they are not going to cause a problem because we're kind of stuck in between these two systems in relatively dry and relatively quiet conditions. But it is going to definitely be cold. Now, back to that lake effect snow event, they've actually raised the numbers. The Weather Service here has raised the numbers. In one sense, they've raised it. Another thing they've done is that they've extended the end time here on the map. So this goes through 1 p.m. Sunday, November 20th. And if you look right near where Buffalo is, right there's this little white area here. Then I just overdrew it with my red marker. Well, that is 48 to 60 inches of snow. I don't know how they're going to do this with the Buffalo-Cleveland game there this weekend, but the lake effect is going to be amazing here for western New York, southwestern New York, as well as north central New York. The winds are going to be blowing pretty much from west to east across Lake Ontario and west-southwest to west-southwest from the west-southwest across Lake Erie. And these are the areas that get hit the hardest. We don't have that issue here. We are actually going to be fairly dry for the next 7 days. If you look at what WPC is showing, they've got hardly any. They have no precip being indicated right through Thanksgiving morning, and I agree with that. I think we're going to be dry through next Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. And it's going to be cold through through Monday, and then temperatures are going to start to moderate after that. So it's not going to last forever. So let's take a look. I want to just spend a little bit of time today talking about next week too. We, of course, are just going to be cold and dry. It's also going to get breezy to windy at times through this afternoon. It will certainly get breezy. See all those isobars there. And we've got that cold high in Kansas. The lake effect snow is going on. Daytime highs today, low to mid 40s. Friday's highs will probably be about the same. We'll start going to be seeing nights down in the 20s to around 30 for tonight, and for tomorrow night. This is for eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England. And then the coldest nights will be Saturday night and Sunday night. The coldest days will be Saturday and particularly Sunday, where temperatures will not be getting out of the 30s. That's when the last upper trough goes by and the core of the cold air goes out. We'll still have some of it left here on Monday as another weak upper trough goes by to our north. But then we should start to see temperatures bounce up. We'll be into the 40s on Monday and probably into the upper 40s to maybe even some 50s showing up for Tuesday and Wednesday. Now here's where it gets a little dicey for late next week. We have a blocking pattern that's going to be developing, and a big high is going to be building down from Canada starting the middle part of next week and pushing southward. At the same time, we're going to have a storm system coming out of the plains and moving eastward. So it does appear that we are going to finish next week with some sort of precipitation, and it may be cold enough, especially in inland areas, that it could be in the form of snow. But that's a long ways away. There's a lot of things that are going on, and I'll be updating, certainly watching how the upper air evolves. But at least we can say for now that it just looks fine through next Thursday. If you have plans, if you have travel plans for the first part of next week to get to wherever you're spending the holiday, you should have no issues either driving or flying. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. Telephone number is 631-756-1125. The website is omnitruevalue.com. So get ready, get set. It's cold, and it's mostly dry, so we're good. The Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight at 7:35 Eastern Time. We're going to cover everything from the major lake effect snow event for upstate New York and for northwestern Pennsylvania and northeastern Ohio. And, of course, we will be looking at where our weather is going for the weekend and this blocky pattern that may be showing up later next week in the long range. So have a great day.